Alright. Let me just check to see if everything is all ready. If you're not already aware, I'm not in the setup that I normally am, so this is why everything is kind of makeshift, but I wanted to get through a pre-season game and I figured I can do this one. Bulldogs v Essendon, it's technically the first game for the year. It is the first match simulation game, and we're using the Rode mic for this stream as well, so I haven't used this for a stream before. I didn't even know if it was possible to do it. Apparently it is. Let me just see what it sounds like. Apparently it is. It doesn't sound very good though, so that's why I'm just going to quickly turn this off, and then that should sound a bit better. So that doesn't sound very good, but let me just see if it sounds a little bit better. Let me just turn this off, and then that should sound better. Yeah. So I didn't even realise I had two mics connected. All right, what's the chat saying? I'm not lagging. I could show you. I will show you maybe at some stage like what the area looks like where we're staying. I don't lie. I've been sick a few days. Like I shut fucking diarrhea an hour ago, so that's not good. I was sick all of Wednesday or Thursday. I'm trying to think of the days. It would have been Thursday. But I feel good enough to stream this game. I was going to do the Freo v Indigenous game. That would have been a better game to watch. But I am not going to say no to a free DJ set at this really nice beach in Uluwatu for a fucking Freo v Indigenous live stream. So yeah, that's the priority, unfortunately. But well, not really unfortunately, but for the people wondering. So. But yeah, we don't leave till I think 2:45, and there's really nothing because a couple of people went out late last night, and I decided to not worry about going out too late so I could watch this game, and I was feeling a little bit sick. So let me just put the live viewer things in to see who's in, and I'll get the game up on KO. Well, you could say I had barley belly then, yes. I haven't really been eating much as of late because it's just like everything I eat doesn't come out right. But I will get some of my mates in the stream soon. They do know I'm doing this stream, but I don't know when they probably don't know when I'm starting. And I might need one of them to lend me his iPad because do I really want to watch the game on my phone? No, not really. And by the way, as well, you're probably wondering, will the graphics be like this? The live chat probably won't look like this for the main season, and there'll be obviously other graphics that I'll have rolling out throughout 2025. And even the scoreboard text as well. For some reason in fucking Bali, the font that I want to use doesn't work here, so I'm using another font. So it's kind of like, you know, match simulation, you know, you trial run, it's a bit of a trial run, so it's not proper. Grace, not going to answer you when you're just spamming, and it doesn't really matter who wins, even though some might care. It really doesn't matter. It is just the pre-season. Why isn't it live yet? Well, let me load it up on KO then. Nah, I probably won't be able to watch the Indigenous match. I just said a few minutes ago I'll be doing something else. Oh yeah, I've got to turn on the VPN for that. So let me just turn on the VPN. Well, maybe at half time I could do like a, if possible, I'm not too sure. If it's possible, maybe have a little bit of an IRL tour. But if not, then not. And it is, again, I'm finding it difficult to find time to do stuff like edit. Haven't had the time yet for that because it's a bit of a tricky situation with it being sick and just having a lot of stuff that I've been doing, but I kind of need to do some of that next week because I've got a couple of stuff pre-recorded. Only a couple, so it shouldn't be too difficult, but I just wouldn't mind doing that. All right, we've turned on the VPN, so now we can chuck in KO. It should work. For those wondering, the game is on KO. All right, and it does work, so. yeah, definitely different circumstances to last year where I had my own setup, I had most of the stuff planned, I had everything all ready in a nicer spot. Well, I wouldn't say nicer spot actually, this is a nicer spot, but for streaming, the other spot was nicer. Who knows, if this stream does well, I could maybe do another one in the morning for another game.
Ben Waterworth with you alongside one of the greatest to ever don the sash, all Australian, best and fairest.
All right, so I can watch it, which is good. If I move though, it goes all freaking dark, which is not good. Because I don't have lights, clearly.
What's it like to be up in the box?
Well, it was pelting rain before, so it was pretty nice to be sitting here. But
Yeah, we have Ben Waterworth and Dyson Heppel. Yeah, certainly not the most elite commentary team. So it looks like every time I move, the lighting, like if I move down and move back up, or I do that. No, I can't show the screen. If I show the screen, I could probably get away with it actually here, but I'm not going to show the screen. Well, I can see dark again. Maybe it's just my screen. Could be the only time I stream up here, to be honest. It probably is, but I wanted to watch this, despite everything else. Let's add a filter. Feels so weird having the footy on. Oh shit, that looks terrible. Let's just reset that. That looks shit ass. No, if I mess with that, it's just gonna look rubbish. Are you streaming the game? Someone said, well, I'm going to be watching the game on stream, yeah. I'll probably watch the whole game. I haven't checked it, but this is just a regular 4-quarter, 20-minute one, yeah? This isn't like one of those weird 6-quarter ones, is it? Like this will be over by, well, I'm saying 2 p.m, but it's 2 p.m. where you guys are. This will be over by 5 p.m. your time. Okay, they've just told us. So we got, all right, that'll work. Yeah, also this timer is from last year, but I can't really, couldn't make a new one. So it's just gonna have to be waited for the, when I get back. That's all right. All right, let's have a look. Hayes gets the first mark. Should I move to the other end where the lighting's a bit better? Hold up. It's a shitter view, but it's honestly probably better for the stream. Yeah, that's much better for the lighting. Does that actually look much better with the lighting, chat?
He's had a bit of a horror, but the last year was fantastic. They gave him a steam up along the wing, and the boy can move. He's up and down.
I did not know they were playing. Well, it is the first match simulation game. The reason why I actually decided, you know what, I'm going to, chuck this up on a live stream because it did very well last year for me. And I'm like, well, anything that'll help my channel in an easy way, I might as well do. And this could be a fun stream since obviously in Bali. I'll have other people join at some stage, I think. which could make things more entertaining. Even though I'm not really feeling like doing it, I could do like maybe for a quarter, every time Essendon kick a goal, I have a bin tongue or something. Oh, maybe not. Who knows? Lockman, thank you, mate. For those that have joined us, these aren't the graphics for 2025. This is just the temporary stuff that we have to work with.
Richards, the high kick inside 50 towards the top of the goal square. Big pack forms right.
It's hard to see. Is that West? Was that Riley West who kicked the first? Now, it is going to be harder to see on the phone, but with how shit the coverage is, and also my stream deck didn't bring it, so didn't need it. I feel like you're not going to bring a stream deck to Bali, so we're just updating it on OBS. Is Bont playing? Yeah, he is. No, I'm pretty sure he is. A lot of players aren't playing though that I've had a look at. G'day, Science. Cheers for 37 months. Yeah, because I had no other option with microphone for this stream, Chris. I'm not in my normal area. I'm going to move this. No, the lighting's so much better on this end. Yes, if you want to see the view, this is fucking good as. This isn't even the only one we have. We have two. But if I've switched on the other end, every time I move it goes dark, so it's just shit for the stream. Sellout game. Yeah, apparently Blake couldn't even get tickets to this game. It's funny because I realise now what time I get back. I get back at, what time? 6 a.m. 6:30, I think. Might be 7:30, but that'll give me enough time to head to St Kilda Carlton. And you might be like, oh, don't push it if you don't want to, but if I've got time to go there, I'm going to go to the game. At 11 in the morning at Icon. Which Bomber players are playing? Well, I know a few who aren't. I know Durham, Guelphy, Ridley. I know they aren't playing. Parish might not be playing. So I think Essendon might have more outs than Bulldogs. But that was just what I saw a few days ago, so I could be wrong. Trust me, I don't even feel like I'm in footy mode yet, fully. You can't feel like you're in footy mode in this environment. Yeah, I never said Zach Merritt wasn't, but my Merritt is playing, yep. You can see him if you're watching it. Oh, Martin with a good steal. Kako is number 10. There's Menzie. Yeah, Bobbers have more injuries than I once believed, which is not really good for the sake of tipping them to move up the ladder, is it? But let's be honest with you, match sim games don't really tell you the whole story. So Essendon could well and truly win this game. It's not who really cares and who knows. It's better for maybe for the fans, honestly, the fans that are blindly optimistic potentially, and for the players that want to prove themselves ahead of round one. Yeah, this doesn't feel real. Oh, not real, but it doesn't feel normal, UCAT. I'm actually sort of glad this is working as well, because I can just hear the pool just continuously getting water poured in and out of it. It's kind of annoying, but the thing is I don't think it's picking up on the mic very much.
Shut down some key forwards, and that was one of the bit of a stroke of genius for the Doggies.
Drop mark. I was going to say, is Draper playing? He is playing. Snaps a great goal.
Sam Draper playing as the deep forward, but crumbs it like a small forward.
Kicks a great goal for Essendon's first. That's exciting. He's a player that wants a big year for Essendon.
Plenty of tricks, the boy. You certainly don't know what he's going to do. Sometimes they come off, and that was an absolute curler from Draper. Very nice.
Brad Scott was asked recently by Cal Toomey about the balance of key forwards, hybrid forwards, rucks.
Surely the internet
Is Essendon list when you consider
isn't this shit. Well, it isn't shit because I checked it earlier. It's fine.
Goldstein obviously as well, and then the likes of Caddy and Langford, Jones. It is going to be a balancing act for the Bombers.
If this can last till quarter time, I'm going to try and get a bigger device to watch the game. Because I don't like watching any sports on my phone when trying to, especially when streaming it, because I have to like look at a small spot. Unless I did this, like I'm using a salt and pepper shaker for the stand.
Along with the other boys, it'll give a great opportunity to find their best.
Oh, and this won't last battery-wise as well. Actually, this needs to find a charger soon. Hopefully, I can charge it in there. Actually, if I can't, actually don't know what I'll do. You've been watching too many old games played here in the off-season. See, I haven't watched any Whitten Oval off-season games. But of course it's going to look different. And it's now 30 years ago. Yeah, pretty good, Skipper. I mean, I won't lie, it hasn't been amazing like, every day because I was sick on Thursday. And even in the morning, like I woke up and I reckon I've got like some sort of like a still illness because even though I don't feel too bad, it's harder for me still to eat than it would be normally. And I reckon I might have something close to diarrhea in the morning at least. So I'm not going to drink that much until I feel better. And last night I went to this place and I asked for a medium rare steak sandwich and the steak wasn't even fucking cooked. I had a bite of it and that isn't helping my cause when stuff like that occurs, is it? Well, not everyone gets it. Some people don't. But I had a feeling I was always going to get it, as long as I just don't get it when I leave. Because, you know, I'm not as fussed if I have a couple of days where I don't do much here. It's whatever, I'm not really fussed. But I don't really want to feel shit when I get back, because I've got a lot of stuff to do when I get back on Saturday, which is in a week. This time next week, we would have watched the last game, I believe, unless there's another one after the Saints game. I think there might be Melbourne, North Melbourne. Do they play? Shield finds a target. Good work from Lob. It is hard to see who's who. I've got to really like do this, put my magnifying glasses on. Of course I'll be back for the home and away season. Yeah, I don't know if I'd feel right about being away for the home and away season. That just wouldn't feel right. No matter where I am, interstate or overseas, I just couldn't feel the same. It might sound a bit silly, but... how to watch for free and not $25 on KO. Just get a free trial on KO. But you're going to ask that question about a lot of games, mate, because most games are going to be on KO and Fox. I believe every Saturday game as well will be on Fox Footy / KO after like round 6, apart from a certain handful. I don't think he has KO though, or Foxtel, I should say, Sirens. I don't think he would, because he wouldn't ask.
Sada's got a free kick, and then Roberts played on immediately. Polani kicks
Look, it has been Essendon doing all the attacking, but the Dogs have been rebounding it every time Essendon keep going forward. It's been a bit of a boring one.
started this game well. Marks half back, swings it by the Davidson. He looks into the corridor. Promising build up here from the Bulldogs. Norton all the way up to the middle of Whitney. Wasting no time. Kicks it deep. Lakeman at the back.
I do feel like a swim, maybe a quarter time quick one. Actually, these aren't waterproof, are they? Don't get Foxtel. Foxtel, even if you get the sports package, you're not getting what you... If you only want like footy or a certain selecting amount of programs, sports even, you wouldn't just get Foxtel. But you might have it, I don't know. Footy's back. See, to me, it still doesn't really feel like it. I reckon it'll feel more so when... Oh, good mark. Darcy. Want to see the replay of that one. 10% on my phone, by the way, so that's not good. I'm going to have to use another device soon. Yeah, it'll feel more like it when the other game's on, but I won't be able to watch it. Kicked it. So no behinds yet in 2025. Yep. This text isn't actually, the font that I'm using isn't the worst font, but it won't be the font I use in 2025. When's the comp coming out? A lot of stuff like that I'm not going to reveal for another couple of weeks. There's no point in revealing it now, like, there's no point. I forgot to bring my hard drive, which had all the footage for the videos that I wanted to release this year, next week, that I filmed before I left. So I'm going to need to get someone to send them on drive soon. Otherwise, I just won't be able to do it. So if I forget to do that, then I won't be able to get them out. Who else is putting a bet on for tonight? You shouldn't be putting a bet on if you're not 18. Sports bets are legal in Indonesia anyway, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Not like I really need to put a bet on a freaking pre-season game. I feel like you're just a bit desperate when you're doing that. Just wait if you want to put bets on for the footy to start, normally. Alrighty, this is an excitement machine right here. Isaac Keiko for Essendon. You think he definitely plays round 1. I see you got new graphics. They're not my actual graphics. The scoreboard will probably stay. That'll be it. Like, for example, the live chat won't be as long. Like last year, I'll have like it maybe cut off from where Zayden's message is, and then I'll have other stuff rolling on the screen. I actually had a couple of things set up for the Freo game, but I realised yesterday that wasn't going to happen because we had something else planned, and I wasn't just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm just not going to do that. I want to stream Fremantle Indigenous All-Stars. So instead I'm like, I'll do this one instead because it is the first game, so it'll be interesting. It looks quite hot at the Whitten Oval. I'm not too sure how hot it is in Melbourne right now. I know it's hot here, but it's hot every day. I think only 2 players from Saints are playing Indigenous All-Star teams. Yeah, Hill and Wangan and Malera. I'm not sure why you're stating only as if that's like a little bit of, like a little amount. Like, what do you expect? There'll be 6 players from each team? Well, that's probably the average. It's more than average for an aside. I know Freo have like 3 or 4, don't they? And it's weird because they're versing Freo. So it won't really be the full strength Freo squad playing. I feel like the All-Stars would win that actually. 17? Maybe it just looks sunnier because the sun's reflecting on the screen, if that makes any sense. But it does look sunny. Oh yeah, it probably doesn't look as hot as I once thought. The crowd are all wearing jumpers. I swear I just saw Blake in the crowd. Pearce isn't playing. All Stars always wins. It is. But what do you mean they always win, mate? This is the first time this is going to happen, as far as I'm aware. Who cares if they win or not? The All-Stars. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. I wonder what the crowd they'll get is. I reckon they'll get a pretty good one of like maybe 45. Just depends on how much they've advertised up there in Perth. Oh, Darcy, another clunk. What's this? This isn't the camera. No, I've definitely got storage. What's the camera? Have we got overheating? Let me check what the problem is with the cam. Oh yeah, there is. How's it overheating already? Fuck me. In fairness, I do have the camera outside. 30. Oh, is this really going to do this all fucking stream? I could move inside where it's air conditioned, theoretically, but there's nowhere to sit. How the hell am I going to... How am I going to cool the camera down? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of the other mic that's plugged on top of it, so there's more space for the camera to cool down. So whilst I'm doing that, you guys still can hear me, which is good. The problem is it's going to heat up every couple of minutes now. If I did move inside, I could certainly see the play better
Players exiting. Jake Stringer going to
and charge my laptop.
Giants. It does open up a little bit for Perkins in the field. Lob over to intercept. Then Durs making the
Yeah,
choice.
Bont might not be playing full game, might be playing just half a game, Jason.
Love the way Zay Dursman goes about his footy too. A number of times throughout the course of last year, he was sort of sitting in the hole in the fence.
How are you watching the game?
So,
KO. If I can watch it in another country, I'm sure you can figure out a way of watching it.
Great kick as well. Just found Roberts prior coming via the SSP. He's actually signed by Essendon on the first day of the SSP Open in November last year. They were very keen to sign him before he was behind.
I feel like if I was doing this out in the sun, because it is actually sunny, which is sort of rare because it's not normally sunny every day because of the it is quite cloudy normally most days and raining and all that. If I did have it out in the sun, I reckon it'd be turned off within the first 30 seconds.
Contested mark from English. Plays on quick
By the way, what actually happened to that Darcy set shot? Did he not even score?
for offside.
really has. He's flamed that up a bit, hasn't he? Don't mind it.
Kicks with confidence.
Surely he scored.
50. Sanders was the flyer from behind. English was there. Put the ball to Brown. Jones. Holt's been busy in this first quarter. Wrapped up.
What about one behind? This is actually, yeah, honestly having this on will be useful for certain streams.
Sanders retreats back to Bramble. Kicks it high. Good luck marking that. At the back was Reed. Got first hands to it. Redmond hurries a kick away on the left. Kicks to space. How was being judged by the umpire? It's insufficient.
Insufficient. So it is going to stop at 30. I have the timer perfectly synced up from what I'm actually watching.
Essendon skipper Dyson Heppel here on Sports Today. That is a terrific mark in the end from Brian.
Riser, he had a super pre-season.
I'm not sure why you're so obsessed over Keiko, as you're a Collingwood fan, but fair.
Essendon fans got a look at the last 4 games last year of Draper and Brian playing in the same team. Goes Bulldogs hands here. Duray,
20 seconds.
strong.
No, they said 30-minute quarters.
Defender Waitman up
Oh, what a fly.
was a risk.
Unrealistic, though,
Kick too early, but
from Waitman.
this time of year. So it's normally Yatchu. Same machine. Pryor.
I wonder how many people know that this game's even a thing, because everyone that I was speaking to that is with me in Bali who supports Bulldogs and the Bombers, because there are a few, didn't even know this game was on up till they got a notification on the AFL app.
Long levers. Hayes. He's able to get his reach on the field.
Finished second in AFL Essendon.
You should do a Supercoat. Yeah, probably will. I'm leaving it all late though. I'll leave it like really late. Tipping, fantasy, a lot of that stuff is all going to be done in the last 2 weeks. It's not that I don't want to leave it late, but it's just hard right now to get it all done.
Past 5 or so minutes. Essendon defence under siege at the moment. Up high was Norm. Big defensive fist this time from Brian. English keeps it in.
You thought the All-Stars game was... Yeah, I think the people that knew about the All-Stars game probably knew about that being one of the first games. It took me until like maybe a week ago to realise, oh, that actually wasn't the first game. That this was on like the not morning, but the afternoon earlier.
It's crazy. Basically crazy. You know, one of those years I think he came fourth, he was in Australia. So, you know, it's
Supercoach is just luck. No, it isn't.
Richards from the stoppage swings it onto the left and goals.
Couldn't even see that.
Third goal for the Dogs.
It is so hard to see on the little screen in the sun, but the Dogs
Simulation strongly.
We're actually on 13 there, so they moved to 19. I actually had the scores a little bit wrong.
They had up 4 big heads come and kick one from the top of the square from the back line. So,
Nah, Jamara isn't playing. I know that. I know there are a few for each team that aren't, that are sort of stars. So Jamara isn't.
And Richards is a player that really benefited last year, Dyson, with the move into the midfield. Averaged 21 touches, 4 carries.
No one's going to look back on this and say, well, yeah, you are right.
absolutely, he's gained, and well, I think his biggest attribute is his left foot.
But here's a weird stat. Last year's match simulation live stream, in terms of overall viewers, I think almost ranked top 5. So wouldn't think this is going to be the same boat in terms of overall viewers, but isn't that a little bit weird? Like, for a game so relevant, you would think the interest would be so little, but it wasn't last time I did this. He is playing, Jason. I've told you that a few times, and even if last minute he's not, what's with you and caring so much? Well, he was listed, Jason. I haven't seen him, no. I've never said that I did see him, but I'm just saying he was listed to play. He's probably playing like limited game time or something, or if he's not playing, then he's not playing. It's not going to mean anything. G'day, Dylan. Yeah, good, mate. No one cares about match simulation. The only reason you are watching this is because you want footy back. Well, people care, because if no one cared, there wouldn't be anyone at the game. And that's not really the only reason I'm watching it. That's a better strike, I think. But, well, it is a better one than the last one. So he's had 3 shots. No, I haven't eaten much of the food because I've been sick from the food, mate. So not really. Not as of late. It's fucked up because last time I went to a Southeast Asian country, it was the exact same situation. So unless it gets better, like today, well, it has sort of gone better yesterday. It was terrible the day before. I'm not going to be desperately pleading to go back. Actually, now that I think about it, Mexico I was sick as well. What's with me fucking being sick every time I'm overseas? But in fairness, Mexico is just because of COVID. Yeah, so it is 30. I don't know why someone was in the belief that it was a 25-minute quarter. Yeah, I'm aware of the ice and obviously the tap water. So it'd be interesting to know what the numbers are on KO, how many people are actually watching this live. I believe there'll be more than what some others might get because it's the first game. Okay, so if this does turn off again, I'll probably move out inside. Geez, a few of my mates are getting sick today. Who wants a link to watch it for free? You're not going to be able to put links in the YouTube live chat. Well, it looks like a couple of people are sick already. I don't even feel that great myself, but I don't feel that bad. Yeah, you did say that. I was never not expecting it. I just don't want it to happen again when I'm leaving. All right, it's done it again. All right, I'm moving inside. There's no point in me being outside. What am I going to fucking do? Let me just get the charge up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move indoors. There'll be someone inside the room. I'm hoping they're not doing anything too important. I'm going to let them know. They know I'm live, but let's just see. Hello.
Hello.
I need to move here just because the sun keeps turning the camera off.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so so hot. I'll just bring in a chair. Oh, did you say the internet was shitty here? The internet better not be shitty here. Nah, it'd be good enough to hold the stream, that's for sure. Put a F in the chat if we're running all right. Is that better? Fuck, why is the internet so much worse inside, I wonder? It's like I go outside and the camera too hot to handle. Oh, actually, I don't know, let me know. Looks better for now. No, it's not a glitch. I'm just looking for the... Oh, where the hell is the outlet? Oh, there. This is a better spot in terms of just watching sport. Looks like we're already away into the second, and it looks like it's Is it bucketing down with rain? Yeah, fuck. Absolutely pissing down with rain. It's not going to be a great game of footy to watch, I don't think, unfortunately. Where's the game? Sorry, I just had to move locations because of few things, and also it means I can actually get this laptop charged again. So maybe I'll move back out later, but for now, I'll probably just wait here. This is going to be such a scrap now, but it's all good. This is better. I can just sit down and hold it and watch it. The ball's like a bar of soap. Yeah, well... No, I'm going to time you out instead, mate. Seriously, I can't escape the Eagles John garbage no matter where I go. Is Webster going to dog shot someone for no reason? He's not playing in another practice game, I don't think. Oh my goodness gracious me, Caddy. Not sure why you're flying so hard in the wet though. He probably won't be playing. He's not in our best 22 anymore, I wouldn't think. Could be playing against Carlton, I don't know. But the real practice matches aren't until next week. Actually, no, when do the real ones start? Is this even charging my laptop? As if it's already almost flat. I've had it only on for 40. When's the first one? What? March 6th is when the season starts. What's the first pre-season game? It's sometime in Feb. I know that for a fact. Oh, what is this shit? It's again gone off. Hold up. Like I don't live in freaking Indonesia. Imagine streaming every... Allow it to call it saying again. What is the first game though? 27th, but who's playing? Yeah, bear with me, guys. This road mark, I think it should be connected. Just finding something to use to cool down the camera. I've used this. There we go. How? It's now 20-10. What did Brandon say? Just put it in again. I'm not going to be scrolling up because I've got to sort of look afar from the live chat.
West brought it to ground. He was caught behind. Darcy tracking it at the end. Bombers numbers can win out here.
watch Essendon finish top 4 this year. You are saying that because you have an Essendon profile picture. Give me some reasons into why that's actually going to happen. Because it's much easier to say that without any reasoning behind it. What a game this has been, 20-10. I believe the other game was a pretty good one. Was it the first one of last year that I did, Melbourne v Richmond? And then before that, I think Geelong played Hawthorn in Geelong and I went to that. Can't believe I went to Geelong for that. And then the game before that, as KO is turned off, so I'm just going to have to refresh my... Yeah, 2022. Can't remember. Could have been the Saints v Melbourne game. Alright, just chucking it back on. If we don't have to much behind... Oh, is that your reason? No, I wouldn't really consider that valid enough for me to believe you though. Like, you're not going to make top 4 just because you don't score behinds. Oh my God, I can't even put the game on now. Sort of annoying. This is sort of defeating the purpose of having this one on. I'll try this one again. I'm alright, cooler edits. I'm not feeling the greatest, to be completely honest, but definitely feeling better than I was a couple of days ago. Still feeling a bit uneasy though. I can't bring up KO. I reckon there's like some sort of an internet blackout. The stream's still running fine though. It's like, alright, we've gotten to this page. I'll click on the Bulldogs Essendon game. Let's see what happens. No, I'm not in Australia right now, that's the issue. Come on. There we go. What happened there, I wonder? So I've missed out on nothing. We haven't even seen a goal this quarter.
In this game, the first of the quarter, it swings across to the right. It is through from behind.
21-11.
Look on replay now. That collision.
Sorry, 21-10.
Richards tracking the ball, Redmond coming the other way on the defensive side.
No, it's working now. It's got nothing to do with the VPN.
So of course, a little bit later today, we have the Indigenous...
If it wasn't to do with that, there wouldn't be any way I would have been able to watch it for the first quarter and a bit without a VPN. And now it stopped again. And now it's back on.
Playing a game at Optus Stadium. A terrific occasion, terrific spectacle at Optus Stadium against the Dockers.
No, it's alright. It's watchable. It's not great though.
Part of that setup. Bombers. Well, looked really good down back today, picking up from where he left off last year. Spins out of trouble.
We can always talk about other stuff as well. If you've got any other AFL related topics as well in the chat, maybe some relevant news over the last couple of weeks you haven't heard me discuss, you can. And now it's done it again. Remember, it wasn't doing it once when I was outside, but when I was outside, I was dealing with the camera, wasn't I? Okay.
The ruck contest, Brian.
Back.
You're on the list for Brian. He was pick 38 back in 2019.
Eagles, John, 80 the count.
He's going to excite Essendon fans. Takes a strong contested mark.
It's nice from Perko. He's got a great little vertical leap on him.
What we're going to be using is we're going to be using... Oh, shit. Forget about that. We'll be using this as the phone stand. Will that stay? Yeah, there we go. Suns logo's rubbish, someone says. Yup, it's not great. Perkins finally gets the goals back on track for the Bombers. I got to see as much of that as I needed to before it started to lag again. Yeah, I saw Caden clear. I didn't really know too much about the reason. I know he was possessing of an illegal drug. In possession of an illegal drug, I should say. What do I think about dropping the Latin? Look, I don't have any problems with it. I mean, yeah, it's been around for a while, the Latin, but we're moving on, so have it a little bit more modernised and simplified as well, so I haven't got a problem. Because like, not a lot of people probably know what it means either. Far out. Well, it isn't really AFL season yet, Jason. I don't know, would you call it AFL season yet? Just because there's a game on, theoretically, in a way, yeah, maybe. Technically, any season's cricket season, because the ODIs, well, apparently, I didn't watch the games, but I checked the scores, and geez, we weren't great in the ODIs. Now look at this. I play the... It's bringing me with this. It's saying, we've noticed unusual behaviour with the internet connection. If you're using a VPN, please disable it. Oh, it could be the VPN, to be honest with you. But if it is that, then what a waste of money purchasing the VPN really is. I think sometimes you just got to disconnect and connect again. Might be because in the area that I'm in right now, it's a little bit of a weaker connection, so it's taken longer to find the server. Get in the spirit, put the scarf on. I'm not putting any footy scarf on. A, because I don't think I brought any, and B, because it's so hot. Come on, give me a server from Melbourne, please. Okay, well, in the meantime, I'm just going to leave it there. And if I see any more of these fake Eagles Johns accounts... All right, we've connected. So in theory, that should mean that we go back to KO and we should be able to watch it because we're connected to servers in Melbourne. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Still 21 to 16. Yeah, we're not going to see much of an increase in scoring for a little bit, it doesn't look like, because now the ground's all wet. Sanders is someone I wouldn't mind. They would record stats for this, but not on the AFL website. So I think maybe AFL Central or Cinch Footy last year for the match team games went through or got someone to collect all the stats and then put them up. But I'm not too sure who's collecting stats for this game, because there'll be people, you would think, that are there for that reason. There are no stats, no official stats, but there will be some stats. Oh, it's a goal. Well, look at that. Is that his second? Oh, this is really starting to piss me off now. The connectivity is terrible. It's weird though, every time a goal happens, it stops just as the goal gets scored, so I'm at least seeing it, but once a goal happens, it's like, nah, back to being crap.
Throughout the course of the year, and he hit the scoreboard well last year. He takes a good overhead. Really excited to see his development again this year. What a gippy boy too, mate. Yes.
That thing you think about.
Gippsland way.
Yeah, so I did a Guernsey video. Didn't think that they'd have a pink back on the black design. I think the black back would look better.
Darcy attacked it well.
But I understand the message they have gone with for the pink one. I think the pink one's kind of cool. Would I be buying it? No, I wouldn't be buying it, but something different.
Game from Elijah Sardis so far.
I think the Suns are the sort of side that can pull that off.
Malawi was tracking it. Lob arrives
And I think you could arguably say it looks better than their regular jumper as well, the home one.
and Lob's done well to force a ball up. Sardis, Malawi, is it high? Jones and Perkins were there, but Lob in front. Such a presence behind the footy for the Bulldogs. It's another intercept mark.
Roy Lobb's been one of the better players for the Bulldogs from the few moments I've been able to see in this quarter at least.
And it's a terrific plug from Davidson. Fothergill round Mitchell medalist
It won't be long until teams have different Guernseys for every round.
for Richmond's VFL team.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
Hit the streak. The past 18 consecutive winners who've won that medal all found their way onto an AFL list.
That's a damn good stat. There you go.
Michael Barlow, Hibbard, Bailey Fritsch.
So I did my ladder predictor with a squiggle. Suns will have a really hot start once again, and I think they're going to fall out and miss the 8,
Opportunity here for
like they do every other year.
territory advantage in this quarter.
It seems like their fixtures gets much more difficult as the year finishes.
Goals as well through Perkins. Perkins almost
You'd probably rather get off to a good start, wouldn't you? Because at least you're in that position, then you can just maintain it.
in the lap here of Langford, hoping for Jones.
Surely the Bombers can find something there. Oh, that's
Support last line of defence.
scrappy. Dogs are going to get it out.
And that is holding the ball. That is excellent work from the Bombers. The captain, past couple of seasons, leading by example. He's on the right side for a left footy here, Zach Merritt.
For those that want to watch it, the only way you can is KO and Fox footy.
Fifth best and fairest. Drawing in level with the great James Hird.
But the coverage for these matchroom games are always so below par, like with the commentary and the camera angles, you can barely see anything.
Only 29.
So you when I'm watching this on my phone as well.
Not his best effort.
Don't know what that was from Merritt.
3 dogs.
That was pretty bad.
What is the key behind Zach Merritt's consistency? The consistency under
I haven't created any super coach or fantasy thing yet.
Extremely durable too. His body and his ability to get over little niggling injuries. He's
I'm not going to create it for another week at least. Probably not until,
and just the way he works on his game. It's
well, I'm probably going to have to do it before
elite preparer.
March. So at the end of February or something like that.
The opposition each week, and now he's added that string to his bow where he's helping others develop and guiding them along the way too. So great to see.
Could make one. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to be able to have the time to do 2.
He's going to be winning a free kick here as well. Zach Merritt for contact below the knees. Handballs
If I do super coach, I probably will still do super coach, but I don't know if I'll be doing a league for super coach.
Carl's got hands to the footy. Fraser skies it well enough in the end.
When do they announce the? You saw the nominees though. They put it up on the on Instagram.
It will be a good quarter for them.
I know Druzy, Jared Davis, a couple of more prominent social media figures are in the top 6. I sort of regret not doing it because I feel like it would have been, if I wanted to, I could have easily been in the top 6, but I just didn't think it was worth it. I thought there were going to be too many entries and they were going to not pick based on social media presence, but it looks like that's what they do it on.
To Merritt. Eyes light up and check the kicks of Burnley. Mark has been taken inside 50 for the Bombers.
I've seen that sort of using
Who do you think?
just being able to step through and quick.
You can't know for sure, but from what I've looked at, like Zach Merritt, he's been everywhere.
You mentioned move from number 47 to the number 29.
Well, yeah, it's hard because I haven't been able to watch half of this freaking game because I've been able to move every time. Perkins and Darcy up forward have looked dangerous.
Terrific kick. The Bombers have got 3 goals in this quarter. Take advantage here at Window.
It's all the Bombers. Some positive signs.
It could be, isn't it, sort of a
Thoughts on my performance stat chat? Yeah, pretty solid. I mean, I did see the comments. A few were
Albert Davey.
not light on J Tomo, and yeah, he probably didn't have the best performance himself, but he didn't know much about the topic that we were having the quiz on, so that's fair enough, I guess. But it didn't really matter as long as I got the win.
Absolutely, no doubt. No, he's
Wasn't
a lively.
a 5-star effort because it was a hard category, to be fair.
If you can hit the scoreboard too, it'd be a good showing.
Kennedy having a run at the centre bounce.
It wasn't an easy one.
Been busy. Short to Merritt. He's been coming off the square.
But yeah, on to episode 2. So I'll be playing UCAT because he beat Sirens in the last one.
Can he deliver another highlight? He can't keep it in play this time.
It's good to see your series doing well also. The start of it, I've seen the feedback. So yeah, hopefully it continues. I can't say where I ended up, but hopefully I end up winning the whole thing.
For most of this year with Draper and Bryan playing on the same side. English in front this time from the forward 50 stoppage. Perkins applies the pressure. Looking around for a free kick, not forthcoming. Caldwell. Strong mark
Without the commentators butchering it every 5 minutes,
on Jai Caldwell.
I can't see unless they have the zoom in shots like that.
Jai's really turned into one of the premier midfielders, not only for the Bombers, but
KO pretty much rigged it so content creators,
to another level across the course of last year.
I don't know,
Continue that.
but like 5 of the top 6 I think were all sort of content creators.
Ball comes to ground level.
But maybe it's just because there's a reason why
Terrific pick up to go.
they did well, because they had these skills to make a good submission, potentially.
Merritt back to Kako.
Kako! Kako!
The class and skill.
Kako!
Isaac Kako on
He's kicked it.
Very nice couple of bits of play from the boy. That's outstanding.
That's his first we've seen from him.
is what he did throughout his entire junior career consistently.
And they will show the replay.
Fans got their first glimpse of what he can do.
So he picks it up, he snaps it on his right,
Bit of play where he moved through and
and there's a pretty decent celebration as well. It's as if he's just kicked his first goal in an actual game. Save that for the normal season.
Pick 13 last year.
I would have been good.
For Vic Metro.
Yeah, if I actually decided I'm going to put out a really good submission, I reckon I could have easily made, well not easily, but I would have been able to make top 6, seeing some of the submissions are those that did finish in the top 6. I don't want it to be a popularity contest, so I don't know how they decide it, but if they decide it based on that, it doesn't affect me.
And you can sense that drew the biggest cheer from Bombers fans for the day so far. They kicked forward.
Yeah, it was hard, for sure.
Bulldogs haven't kicked a goal in this quarter. Real promising quarter by Essendon. Richards clears as the rain starts to fall here.
Yeah, no wonder. So the visibility's poor. I've got a phone. I've got shitty.
West was tracking it.
Good.
Runner as Norton on
Good.
the third attempt.
Was I going to say good, or have they socketed it through there?
And he's going to be no.
They wouldn't have score reviews in this, so it's just umpire's call.
So they get one against.
So the broadcast quality crap. It's raining. KO's not of the highest quality that it should be, and I'm watching on my phone from a distance. It's going to be very hard to see what's going on.
we'll hack forward and make it work.
I think the JHF guess was the one that got most people really scratching their heads when I saw some of the comments. But in the heat of the moment, you know, you got the pressure. Sometimes you say things you don't mean it.
Same mark as Aaron Norton, who we saw before. He's fearless. He's for with the attack of the ball, guys.
That's it, just so he can get out of the way if he's got to fly out.
Jay, Tomo, can you, I know I say this not just to you, but every other stream, but just hide that Eagles John 25 account, please.
Contract years ago. Himself to the Western Bulldogs. So non-controlling umpires paid a free kick here to the Dogs, which has been one of their better moves today. Stepping up in the absence of Marcus Montempelli and
Oh, Keiko almost runs down Richards.
through management just aren't playing today. We saw them at quarter time with the tracksuit on. Richards really taking on the role as the lead.
2 minutes to go. When do chips in the ball start getting used?
Able to get the hand pass back to Shield on the right.
I don't know, within the next few years, possibly.
Gallagher. Put the Bombers' defence under pressure here, Gallagher. Inside 50, Norton from behind, as well as Darcy. David's got the handball to Darcy, who almost kicked over.
No way. That was going towards goal as well. Where is the bomb? Well, I haven't seen him once. He was named, so maybe he isn't playing. I have not seen him on the field once. So maybe they've just decided to rest him. It's what they like to do with these sort of games. I know Treloar isn't playing. So this isn't a prelim final where they've got to play injured plays or plays that aren't 100%. If you're not 100%, what's the risk?
Shield. Second rifle kicking a
Oh, for fuck's sakes, man.
Kako, clean and
Do not come here for room service.
treats. Works out
They're going to clean the room in a few minutes, I reckon.
Blake Caddy and Isaac Kako both
Now, Norton is playing. Ugle-Hagen isn't, though. So
Kako last year said that they'll do the dynamic duo back at Parade College. Now they're doing it at
now, you know what? I'm not even going to answer the door.
inside 50. Hobbs was caught behind there. Gave away the free kick. That's the future of that Essendon forward line. Kako and Caddy beside each other.
That's right. And tell you what, if they can string a 10 or so years together, it's going to be very, very exciting.
Essendon fans.
All right, it's going to almost be it. Unless an intercept here quickly for Essendon and they drive it in. Caddy does. He's got 10 seconds if he wants to register a score, or is he going to go back? He will go back. So on the siren,
He looked at the scoreboard.
the Bombers have basically kicked the last 4 goals straight, with the Bulldogs responding with one more late.
I think Cabs will just, this will be nice and easy for him. He would kick from about 55. We'll see where we go.
Most exciting young talents in the AFL. He has
Good kick.
flushed that. He has absolutely nailed it.
Oh, he's got it.
Nate Caddy with a
Wow.
lifter on the halftime side.
That could be the play of the day. Finishing off the half.
That is a terrific kick to finish the first half here for Essendon. They take a 2-goal lead at halftime. Nate Caddy and Isaac Kako cap off the second quarter with memorable goals. 6-5-41 Essendon, Bulldogs 4-5-29. We'll take a break here.
I mean, I could interview them theoretically if they come in, but I don't think they have. Can't hear him anymore. All right, so
The second half, very short.
a halftime little screen grab real quick. In terms of halftime entertainment, you can get some good entertainment in another country right now. The only problem is, I don't want to risk fucking this up by moving stuff again. So I might just be safe and leave it. Who did you say would have the Stars centre bounce? Who did you say would have the stats? Well, now it's half time. I don't need my phone for the game. Oh yeah. Who did I say? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't actually know who's collecting the stats, but I'm pretty sure last year Sench Footy had them up for the match sim games. All right, a mate's coming. Give me a sec. I think someone's coming soon. Who do I think will win from here? I think the Bombers hold on. They seem to perform quite well in match sim games in recent memory. Looks like they sort of giving it a little bit more than maybe the Bulldogs. So I'd say the Bombers hold on. Depending on how the weather play up in the second half, let's say, you know, I reckon it'll be a couple goals, 80 to 70. So a mate of mine that goes for the Bombers is going to come for the second half. I don't know how long he'll stay for, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think there are live stats, which is not well, I don't know. It would be better if they were. So if they're going to televise the games live, I don't know why there wouldn't be someone out there collecting the stats officially. My top four. I don't know if I should give you my top four because I have a top four than mine that I'll probably stick for the rest of the year, but I feel like I might hold on to that. Bulldogs will win 72-70. Who was it earlier in the stream that said they'd put a bet on one of these games? I don't think you can bet on match sim games at all. I'm not sure if it's possible. Let me put this up in my story. Doo-doo. Yeah, you can't bet on them. Maybe the game later tonight, but I'm not sure. Like if there was one, because that's the game that I feel like should be televised. I think that should be televised on free to air, to be honest. Because it almost feels like kind of like a state league game in a way, a little bit. Oh, hello.
Oh, yo.
We had to move. We had to move because every time I turn the camera back on, I just turn off because it's so hot.
So good.
It's good here.
It's
Do you want a chair?
Yeah, let's get a shower.
And we move out of it. Essendon always starts the season good, but then always... Yeah, you're not wrong. And hold up, let me just turn on the camera again. sit down. Is Callum in the shower? I don't know. I think so. What have we got? Yep.
Look at that half time and we're up.
Up by 2. You kicked 6 that... Actually, no, wait. Yeah, 5. Caddy kicked one from 65 after the siren. He kicked a fucking roost. And Keiko's been playing well also. Do you want to introduce yourself to the stream?
Hey guys, my name is Mitchell. I'm Pat's best friend. And I'm his favourite Essendon supporter.
Yeah, we fucked last night.
Wow.
They're mature to know what that means.
Not with the shits you have, I wouldn't.
Oh, you should have seen how bad mine was in the morning. I have a photo of it. Do you want to see it?
No, I'm good.
You sure? I won't show you guys because it could be enough for the stream to get taken down.
Callum!
Oh, fuck this shit.
What's wrong with the camera?
Nah, it's just, it overheats, so what I do is I put a wet towel on it, and it works. It's still a bit hot. Did you just come out the shower, Cal?
No.
Then who's in it?
No one's in the shower.
Where's Ricky?
He's sick.
He's dead, I think.
Let me make this colder. Well, there's nothing much else to it at halftime, so just fixing this shit. There we go. Nah, no stats right now, but I'm sure there'll be stats at the end of the game, but no live stats. As far as we're aware. Did Callum walk in? Surprised you know his name, to be honest. Might as well join us, Callum.
It's an Essendon stream, so I'd rather not.
Come on. I play for the Hawks. You should just...
He does.
Yeah, Cal.
Whilst we're at it, Cal, let us use your laptop. Actually, I probably shouldn't have.
How long has it been half time for?
10, 12. So I've got it up on my phone, so it's a bit harder to watch.
Damn, is that live viewers? So 82 live viewers?
Live viewers, yep.
Damn.
It's all right for just a match simulation game. When do you hope to get 50K? Yeah, soon, like maybe in the next few months.
This is like a practice match, yeah?
It's the first one of the whole footy.
Yeah. First practice match.
I'll put it back up. Yes, it's still half time. But feel free to ask Mitch any questions if you want. You can have the mic.
No, I don't want the mic. You're good.
Why not just use laptop webcam? Because it looks worse. And you can't actually set up where you want it to go. So if I use a laptop webcam, this is what it'll look like. It'll look a lot shitter. It just looks grainy. Yeah, put questions in the chat. Mitch Madrid winning the Champions League. He's got a decent amount of...
I don't want them to. I just like the Madrid jersey. I hope Barcelona win.
He's got some good EPL knowledge. Any EPL fans in the chat? I know there are a few. I know Colin Plays is a big Man United fan. Who I think will win. I said Essendon. In this game, Essendon will win, I reckon. Because they seem like they care more. Can Arsenal win the title?
They need a miracle.
Yeah, I think it's Liverpool or no one.
Yep.
G'day, Sebas. G'day, mate. Yeah, 9% sounds about right. Even 9% might be even a bit high. Will Man United get a top 10 finish, Callum? Will Man United get a top 10 finish?
Be realistic here.
No.
No.
He doesn't reckon.
Not with our fixtures to go. No chance.
Yep, what's your fixture like?
We've got a tough run the next 6 weeks or so.
Thank you, Hudson. G'day, Cherry Mari.
Does Man United get relegated?
Also no.
Ah.
We could be closer to that than 10.
You're going with J-Dodd. So I haven't heard of that guy in a while. G'day, Goal Riders. Someone just put in Essendon. Good to know you're enjoying yourself. G'day, Blob. Do you guys stream the game when halftime is done or just commentate? Well, there's nothing to stream at halftime, is there? We just talk about whatever. What's the craziest thing that happened so far in Bali?
What is the craziest thing that happened in Bali so far? Do you come out on Tuesday night?
Yeah. That was the first Mexicola.
Getting offered stuff that we are not allowed to have here.
Did you get offered stuff? Because I don't think I did.
Yeah, me and my mate did when we got there. And my mate almost took it.
Did you have to tell him no? No.
I had to snatch his hands away from some Indonesian men. We
They
probably
offer-
would have been arrested.
They offer lots of saki on the bikes.
Yep. Boom boom.
Banjong.
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 Anyone in chat know what that means? Banjong? There'll be some, I reckon. Do you show the game through, or is this a stream just of you guys trying to find a place to... Oh. Well, it's illegal to illegally show the game, like, broadcasting it, so we are just watching it, but we are, like... In the footy season, we'll have, like, live stats. Everything will be on the screen, basically, and then I'll be in my regular spot watching the games, but in terms of actually watching if you just want to watch the game, this isn't the place to actually watch it. You have to get, like, KO.
We should make a radio channel and just commentate. Better
You
than
can
BT.
commentate the Bombers games. Press red for Mitch. G'day, Luke. Riley. Where's James?
He went for a run. I think he just got back.
He should come and...
I'll text James. I'll give him a call. Or should I go around?
If he wants to. No, apparently though at the place they were at last night, there were 40% lady boys, 30%.
No. We had like 30% females over the age of 35. We had 35% of men that were also over the age of 35, and then probably about 30% lady boys.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
anyone...
But the venue was sick.
I did see that, but I'm probably glad I didn't go. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference, says Jason. Well, they're meant to look like girls, but you can sort of tell. I haven't seen as many as they have, though.
You can definitely tell.
Well, you're pretty good. I was...
Come around to the other room. Come on past live stream, watching Bombers versus Bulldogs.
I was sick on the Thursday, Luke.
Come over.
But apart from that, pretty good. Like, it's been harder to eat. It's a stomach food in the last couple of days. But, yeah, it's been fun. It's just a bit of barley belly. The Adam's apple gives it away, says Jason. Yeah, would give it away.
Yeah, Adam's apple does give it away.
Yeah.
Voice also gives it away.
Do
It's
they-
a bit feminine, but you can kind
sort of tell
yeah.
the masculinity.
Yep. The shoulders.
What were they wearing as well?
Like what a girl would wear to a club.
So just regular girl.
Yep. Regular girl clothes.
All right, if we get to 250 likes, I'll dress up as a ladyboy next time I go out. And we have to buy the outfit.
You go shopping for a dress for Pat.
I don't even know if I'd be able to do that.
Is there anyone in the chat that's been a long time fan?
Yeah, I'm sure there have been a few. Look, this guy's he's got one of these membership icons, so he pays every month.
Yeah.
He's a loyal, long-time viewer.
Caddy scored a goal from
65
Of course he fucking
at half-time.
I'm allowed to swear on your streams, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should we move out a bit?
Yeah,
We need a bigger screen though.
Do we need the curtains open?
wow, look at the lighting.
The lighting's good here.
Look, you're right in the middle of the camera.
The lighting's good. I was here when I used to yell. Yes, I did used to yell that, but
Get a chair.
I forgot it was at 11. Your stream, Pat.
yeah, no, it's all good.
Pat, you're in the middle because you're a main man. Move over. We got James over here.
Do you want to move that side? Or do you want me to move this?
Pointed at you.
I'll move this forward a bit so you can read the chat.
Yeah. There's almost no point though.
You want to switch over
You're going on
more
that
to
side,
the...
Pat's in the middle. I'll move over this way.
The
then
right?
it's all right.
You get the main attraction in the middle, yeah?
Of course, of course.
No one wants to see us.
Are you in?
No one wants to see that.
We're like a couch going in.
All I need is to find a bigger screen, because this sort of shit...
We're winning.
Oh, yeah, we are. That's not bad though.
You kicked 5 that quarter, in the wet as well.
Caddy.
Nah, not Caddy.
Kicked all 5.
He didn't kick all 5. Keiko kicked the... Oh, it's starting.
Is it Kako or Keiko? It's Kako.
Keiko. Alright, we're starting. Let's... reset this. You guys can do a bit of commentary for Bombers.
That's a good take. By Schnick.
Nick Martin.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Jason.
Oh, it's not,
Best field kick in the league, Nick Martin.
Kicks it right out of bounds.
Not even near a contest.
Oh, it's sunnier than it was in the second quarter. It's cleared up a bit.
It's cold in, is it?
Yeah, it's like
What's this thing played?
Melbourne, like yeah,
Windy Hill.
it's like 15 degrees. No, not Windy Hill, Widden Oval. It was a legendary goal, the Mac Andrew goal, I agree.
Get out of it. Get out of it, Mac Andrew.
Let me move this to the back.
You get Shimo in.
Shimo in as well.
Yeah.
Give him a call. There's no chance he'll come over.
What's he doing?
DJing.
He's on the desk.
Still?
You know.
My hair is all over the shop.
Oh, that's shit. Hold up.
Is that Mason? No, he wasn't on the team sheet, was he?
Redmond.
Who do we think will win the flag this year? It's almost impossible to call.
Freeman.
I think it's a better angle.
I was talking about this the other day.
That's a good
It's actually a
angle.
tricky year.
It's always a tricky year, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's how the league wants it though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Carlton? Nah, not Carlton. Why are people saying Carlton? They're gonna
Can't have the least.
They're gonna
They've never had the leadership.
they'll scrape in. All right, let's ask James some questions.
Hello. Is
It
this
can be
working?
about anything as well. Doesn't
Do I have
be
to
about-
press anything for the
No,
mic?
no.
Oh, okay.
Just hold it. We've got 130 in now.
Essendon will make the finals for the first time. Brother, I wish. Brother, I wish they would. I should go put my Essendon singlet on.
If you want to, yeah. I didn't read your message. I was distracted.
What's going to get more views, Pat? My rig or the Essendon singlet?
I reckon your rig.
Okay. What about Mitchell's rig? Good boy. Yeah, what about Pat's rig?
Get the rig out, Pat.
Oh, they've seen it, you know. They get jealous every time.
Tits out for the boys.
Who's going to win the 17th premiership, Carlton, Collingwood or Essendon? Oh.
Is that shut? Yep. That's
Collingwood.
Carlton have
Carlton have
4 years to do it.
I actually don't think Collingwood, because after that, this year they'll fall off the cliff.
I know, this is Collingwood's year to be the first time 17.
But then again, though, who the hell will be it won't be another team for a little bit. Unless it's Carlton.
Yeah, but yeah. Do you see Carlton holding all of their spine like they're good players? Because they've got the strongest top 5 in the whole league, I reckon, by far. It's ridiculous,
Yeah.
and they're all young as well.
Great hands.
Oh, they're not as young anymore.
They're young enough though. Players are good until they're
Yeah, they'll be young for younger for a bit.
yeah.
Well,
Let's
this isn't bad.
get rid.
Oh, what's the feet?
Bustlinger.
Bustling.
Good name to pronounce. I don't think the Lions will win back to back, to be honest.
Pretty good effort. I think,
It's too hard.
Merritt is an underrated field kick. If you're going best on the team,
I don't know
Merritt's
about
our best
underrated.
He's our best field kick.
Yeah, because of his consistency, absolutely. Last season his kicking was fucking unreal.
Ridley's up there.
Ridley's a gun. We're pretty biased.
He's
if you
not
can't
playing
tell.
though.
If you guys can't tell, Mitchell and I. We're the classic, great knowledge of Essendon,
Yep.
only somewhat decent knowledge of everyone.
No wonder I hate these guys so much, and I hate the Bombers.
Yeah, when Pat tells you his least favourite supporters is Essendon, it's us too.
I've actually been. Every time I mention Essendon, I always mention how shit their supporters are. So.
I know, I've watched your videos.
But I'm pretty sure in a few I've said, with exception of these two.
I'll take it. We're not that bad, Mitch. We're not that tough. I've seen a couple of people in Bali walking around with Essendon gear on. And every time, and I've usually got my singlet on, so every time I speak to them first, I go 17th or 18th, mate.
Metre right, 2 metre bag deleter.
I haven't seen him do anything this game. It's like the first I've seen of him.
Tough shot.
There's 2,000 millilitres of this man.
North are underrated. They won't be good, but they'll be okay.
Colin, what are you smoking?
They might finish higher than Essendon though. Who knows?
Possibly. That's not saying much.
What was that? If you're gonna have a shot,
That's if Alistair doesn't actually abuse all of it.
try to have a shot. Oh, cut off.
Menzie?
Menzie.
It is John Menzie.
He's one of those players that, if they fire, it can be helpful. Like, he's never going to be like,
He's just a role player.
yeah.
Adelaide are the most underrated team heading to 2025.
I like Adelaide.
Yeah?
I mean, not really after the loss last year.
Which one? Port or Crows?
Crows.
Crows.
Rankin's going to be a star.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Oh, he's missed.
I think Weagles will climb a bit as well. Just because I'm the worst culprit of being a Harley Reid
Fanboy.
fanboy, for sure.
So you reckon just because of him?
That's true. They're important pickups.
Keys is Adelaide's most important player, says Mason. He's a top 5.
Good player. He's a good player. Got a mate who's a diehard Crows fan. It's hard not to want him to win, but
Is he from here or from there?
his family's from Adelaide.
Yep. Was he in Adelaide during gather round last year? Would have probably been at one of the games if he's diehard.
Shit, I can't remember. I think it was. I don't remember much from gather round anyway.
Too much to drink.
I definitely don't remember much from a certain night.
Never. That was a very poor showing.
That was a bad showing for me one night.
That was
I'm
all
not
of us,
proud.
Pat.
I'm not proud of Saturday night.
That was a team effort. I had to drink away the pain from Essendon losing the night before.
Well, 80 points.
And then what happened on Sunday? That was crazy. The day after.
Pies Hawthorn.
No, in the morning, remember?
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
BOG. Let's go Brad Hill. Hopefully, a Saints player. Who is everyone's for Supercoach or fantasy? Are you doing Supercoach?
We're going to do a Supercoach
No,
draft.
I never.
thought.
I never stick with it.
We're going to do a draft, I think. Like
Have you
fantasy.
stuck with FPL this year?
Hardly.
I've only just done it a try again.
Only because Callum texts us every week.
Yeah. Well, we should do a Supercoach draft as well, yeah. If we do a Supercoach draft, then for the people asking, I can do one for you guys as well. Because it's the same.
There'd be too many people for a Supercoach draft.
Well, not if I do an exclusive one where they pay. Or if I do it,
Are you going to do prizes if you make them pay then?
yeah, if I did that. But I might not do that. Or just a regular one. I'll probably just do a regular one with them.
It's a bunch of ball.
But can I be fucked making a regular team? I don't know. Because I'm already doing fantasy, so I don't want to be making 15 teams. Almost a free.
Who's picked that up?
The SSP, who just got, like, I think the last player to get selected on the list.
Never seen him in my life.
Me neither.
Someone Edwards. I don't even know who he is, to
Good
be honest.
finish. He's half had his legs dropped. Caddy and Harry
Tom
Jones
Edwards.
are good. Caddy and Harry Jones are good for that. Like they time it and fly every single time. They
Yeah.
never miss time. So they're always a danger to market. They don't stick.
Isn't that Monday game 6 quarters, though? It sort of loses its importance when it's a 6-quarter game.
What, 15-minute quarters?
Who's
No,
winning
I'd
on
say
Monday,
they've-
Geelong or
I think
Hawks?
half of the game's the firsts and the other half's the seconds.
Who's winning on Monday, Geelong or Hawks? Hawks.
But Geelong will hide a lot of their ability.
Geelong are too old to care about a pre-season game.
It's a good point. So Essendon have kicked 6 of the last 7 now. Completely dominated since quarter time.
The Doggies are an outside pick to play well this year, actually, I think.
Is that Artie Jones?
Even though they're getting beaten by us.
That was quick. That was a quick one.
What do you reckon, Pat?
With what?
Doggies a chance to go pretty well this year?
They're always a chance, but they never do it.
Yeah.
They'll finish like 7th.
Yeah.
7th, but they could finish as low as like 12th.
Ben Mackay, Harry Mackay. Harry. Harry.
Not Ben?
No.
Yeah, Ben.
People do overestimate how bad for us his contract is, though. It's heavily front-loaded. It's pretty clever. Ben's contract. But he hasn't been...
He's our highest paid player, which is a bit.
Yeah, but like I said, it's like front-loaded, so it's not affecting our cap.
Let's give Merritt some more money.
Apparently,
What's he on, like a 1.1?
was he ever actually a chance to go to the Saints, or was that all just bull dust?
Oh, it was huge
Ben?
money that we
Oh,
offered.
Zach
No,
Merritt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we offer lots of clubs with big contracts. That doesn't mean shit.
No.
He spent plenty of time losing. He doesn't need to go to another club to do it.
Yeah, you're not wrong though. He wants a flag, not a 10th place finish again. And he won't win a flag at Essendon.
No. No, he won't.
Let's go the Bohm, someone says. Says Christina. He's only known for the guy who Jamie Elliott took a hanger on, says someone.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah.
That was a good sit.
Should have won Mark of the Year.
Yeah, that was the best mark in my opinion.
Yeah.
What won it instead?
It was the other
Bobby Hill.
Collingwood mark.
Yeah. That was
Bobby
pretty.
Hill won North.
It was pretty nuts, to be honest, too.
It was nuts, but it wasn't as big of a moment.
Yeah.
I don't think he went as high.
That's one of the best games I've ever watched, that Anzac Day one. Draw. Was that in the draw?
That was a draw. Yeah. Good viewers for yeah, they normally pick decent viewers, Hawker. That's why I'm like, you know what, I'll see how this one goes just as a test.
Doggy's going easy on the Dons. We probably deserve it, to be honest.
Both sides had pretty big outs. I haven't seen Bont yet. I know he's not playing.
Who do you think will win Saints best and fairest this year?
Who asked that?
The fridge.
Wanganang Malira.
The fridge.
Yeah, actually, I think he could.
I love him. He's
yeah.
my favourite player from the season.
He's
I
the
think
best.
he could, but I'll go another player.
He is a very good field kick.
He's a beast.
He's a top 5. All of the Indigenous players have good field kicks. Like, you watch the game, the All-Stars game, it's going to be like, Jesus, how shit was that?
All right, Pat. Who is the biggest flog on the Saints squad? They're going to watch this, by the way. Make sure you everyone send the player that he says.
Flog on the field, Jimmy Webster as a late.
Jimmy Webster.
I've got one answer, and it's all about his haircut.
Who?
Sinclair.
Yeah,
No, his haircut's fine now, isn't it? He hasn't got the mullet.
he fixed it.
Yeah.
I was going to say Caminiti.
I can understand why. But again, I haven't got an issue with Caminiti. That's a point.
Does he play consistently?
No, he played a couple games last year. He scored 2 in a...
No, he played like half the year. He'll play more because we haven't got Membry.
I don't think that's a big loss, just
Collingwood. You say that, he'll have a good year for them.
Probably. How crazy was Jesse Hogan's year?
Oh, yeah.
Bonkers. There, actually, there you go. GWS are my pick. They'll go the whole way this year.
I said that they could,
They're my pick.
but they'll need a good finals run.
I reckon it's their time. I hope so for them anyway, to be honest.
I'll be supporting them.
I want to see Toby Green get a flag. Just
Do you
for
like
everyone
him?
who hates Yeah. For some reason.
He's a good captain.
I should hate the shit out of him.
Nah, I don't think McRae will win it, but if he does win it, then maybe he has a Brownlow, not Brownlow season, but top 10 in the Brownlow year if he wins it. I reckon Wilkie wins it again, to be honest.
Wilkie is
I
very
support
good.
Giants. That's a lie. No one supports Giants. But
Yeah, I know you don't support Giants because I'm pretty sure you said you support another club like 5 minutes ago.
Hawks top 4. No way. They're pretending.
Yeah, I'm not going to give my thoughts because I'm waiting for another time, but
Their footy's a lie. They're done. They'll get top 8 and then they'll
yeah, they've got a tougher draw as well.
No, I reckon the Hawks will get top 6.
They'll get top 8.
I love hating on the Hawks because of calendar. So
Hawks have a new
Only being
gen
half
style
serious.
of footy.
I love hating on any team Callum supports.
it's good footy to watch, but I don't think it's flawless enough to
Run a whole year.
run a whole year a second time over. Like, teams often get figured out pretty quick.
This is Hawks year. You think that, but you don't want to.
It could be.
The way to overhype men's is we'll just see how they go in the first few rounds. Because they've got a hard fixture to start off as well. Doesn't get much harder than Essendon round 1.
Alright, they'll win round 1.
Well, I've got Sydney round 0. I don't think they'll win that because
No,
it's
that's a tough
in
draw.
Sydney.
Sydney will go pretty close again this year. I reckon they'll play well. John will be alright.
Me and my mate are watching the stream. We'll be watching the Indigenous All-Stars. Yeah, good stuff, Nick. This should be a good game. I won't be able to watch that.
The Hawks only win because of match fixing. I haven't heard of that before.
I've heard it a few times from certain people in these streams.
Why, dodgy umpiring?
Oh, they just like to call anything match fixing.
Yeah. They play momentum footy, so I can feel like it's like they get the run of the umpires and stuff a lot, but I still think it's good to watch.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
It's hard to lose against
It was
them.
exciting
Yeah.
when they get on a roll. You probably think I'm joking, but I support Giants since what? It's not a hard fixture. We'll pelt all of them. All right, well, I expect you to be talking about all that stuff in the match previews you do.
Since I was 4, it's a good effort.
Well, maybe you do. I actually don't know, to be honest. Hard to keep up with everyone in the streams. Do you agree that Melbourne has the easiest? They have, yeah, one of the easiest for sure.
They could rally and play all right. I don't think they're going to set the world on fire, but
You don't think they'll make the 8?
I think they're a chance for sure. They'll be around it. Possibly.
I think they've been just bottom 4, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old's Gorney now?
If he gets injured, they're fucked. He's like 35?
35.
I'd like to think so, yeah. How old's Gone? Is he 35 this year? Well, I'm not saying they can't win, but it'll be hard, Menza.
Gorn is 33. Yeah, Pat did get barley belly. He didn't leave his room for the full 30 hours.
Nah.
I was worried he was dead. I hadn't seen him all day.
I was just about dead. Felt like I was dead.
I had it the same day. I was just tough enough.
No, he's a tougher man.
Just kidding. Pat had something else for sure. I was a sook about mine as well.
Is that the? Oh, let me just use the towel.
Keys single-handedly won the game against.
I'll give you this. I'll switch cans whilst I get a towel.
All right.
You should see the shit I took in the morning. It was all liquid.
Oh, mate.
It's fucked. I'm gonna leave that there for a second.
All right.
It was fucked.
I'm watching the footy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happening to all of us, but he doesn't have to spell it out like that. It's a shocker of an exit. Pick up. Long down the line, that's creative. It's come away all right. It's a generous mark paid.
That should be back.
Risky handball.
You can see it a bit better when you hold it.
Yeah, it's pretty messy. It's pretty messy footy right now anyway.
It's hard, like, even these sort of games, like, the coverage isn't as great, so you can't really, the angles are just, like, not as...
Yeah. It'd be fine if it was on the TV. But
Yeah, it'd be alright.
is that a take? No.
Let me try and find...
Who's dropped it?
Oh, fuck.
They play back in.
Yeah, that's fine. I almost thought I broke that in the first quarter. I was picking it up and I dropped it. Made the biggest fucking loud bang. Love my toilet talk.
I did not love it.
I need it to be said, alright? It's important.
Yeah, Richmond might be in the horrors this year.
Oh, they will be in the horrors. But they will win a game or two.
I want them to go well because I like watching young kids play well. It's exciting, but like,
Well, they can go well without winning.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but I feel like that's something Essendon do more often now than we do.
That's more of an Essendon trait than anything. Who do you guys think will win the Brownlow? I'd love to see Bontempelli
Do you have
win
Lockies?
it, but I don't think.
No, these are mine now. My old... actually, no, I still have his ones, but they stopped working. They stopped charging, so he just never asked for them back. You say Bont?
I don't think he will, but I'd love to see him win one.
Yeah. He needs to win one in the next 3 years.
An outside shout. It's in my head because we were talking about the Port Adelaide Essendon game. One player I've seen absolutely dominate more
Butters?
than anyone before, Rosie.
Rosie.
Like the way he played that first half, it was like, I think he had 4 goals and got like 20 touches and a half or something.
Yeah, he had a great game.
He's a ripper
But he
of a
did drop
player.
off a bit this year.
He did. But he's one who could really, if he finds consistency. Because Port have too many players that take the votes away though. Who?
Midfielders, they do. Horn Francis gets votes for fun. He gets a lot of votes.
Yeah. Yeah, see, he'll never be up there. For now. Who would be your call
For Brownlow.
if you had to make one?
Let's go one that I probably wouldn't go for because I want to give my actual one without them knowing.
Okay. So your second pick then?
Yeah, my second pick. Let's go. Probably Sarong, I reckon. Free will be good.
Yeah, and he runs it.
Sarong will be up there.
He gets
But it could be Brayshaw. He could just bounce back again like he did in 2022.
I'm a certified Freo hater. I don't know why.
You don't like him?
I don't find him engaging or something.
There's that sort of side that you find dull. They've been dull for a while, but they're starting to get good again.
Yeah.
But maybe people are overrating Freo now. Does he have a YouTube channel? No, he hasn't. Or maybe he does.
Me? No, I don't.
He'll make one now.
Maybe I should.
Just for you, Mason. Where do you reckon you've seen him on YouTube before?
Probably on your videos.
You've been in a few, but
Not a hate.
not enough.
Not a hate.
Yeah. From 55 out, or 50 out. So that's, yeah, the Bombers are just hanging on to a
Silas would be good.
couple goal lead. Yeah, big Saturday. You were there at Gather-Round. So was James.
Gathering was a good time.
But it won't be quite as big of a Saturday night. It doesn't need to be as big. I wish I saw the footage from that night. I filmed stuff on the walk back, but I deleted it all.
Oh no.
Pissed off about that. Because you guys were just as bad.
Oh yeah, it wasn't pretty. Very silly.
I lost more than just that, Menza. I lost a lot of things that night.
Dignity?
Yeah, dignity.
Merit won't ever win a Brownlow. Yeah, correct. Because Essendon are too poor. I don't think Merit's ever really deserved it. Last season was his best by far.
If he could have a random year where he takes Essendon to like a final where they win a couple, maybe.
Last season was Merit's best, and he played his best for pretty much every game.
And he only came 11th.
Well, even if Essendon won well, I still don't think he was
The best player.
Definitely deserving of a Brownlow. He was up there. He would have been a sniff in that case, but he wasn't a dead player.
Well, he was a smoky for some. He didn't even get 20 votes.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some he deserved though. He didn't get.
He deserved more.
I had him for a sneaky pick for top 3, I think so.
He doesn't stand up like Cripps, but Cripps doesn't. He's overrated by the umpires.
I don't think Merit's quite the player as Cripps is. A Cripps type player is more rare
Yeah.
than a Merit type player.
Yeah. Get KO Simon. Just get like a free trial.
Ball.
We're on track to get a thrilling finish in the last quarter with a 5-point margin.
I'm going to go eat something,
Good call. Are you going back to that sandwich place?
probably.
I might go there after this because
Pleasure talking with you
I'll have
all.
time. Feel free to come back if there's time.
I will.
All right.
we're going to smash them. We're
Goodbye.
going to kick away and win by 30.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it's a close, entertaining battle.
Go Dogs.
Alrighty, see you, James. Alright, I don't know where Mitch went, but if it's just me for the last quarter, it's just me for the last quarter. I feel like this is actually, actually, no, maybe I'm just saying it, but I feel like this is going to finish quicker than I thought originally. Who's this? Is this Edwards? He said go Dons. He's been talking about the Dons for the last 30 minutes. Yeah, I am. Me and my mates planned this Bali trip for the last year. We've always talked about it. Then we decided to actually make it a thing last year, like in Feb or March, for this week or these weeks. So we got there on Monday and we leave on Friday. So let's kick 2 goals. It's bloody hot though, man. I tell you what, even here, like, the air conditioning's on and it still feels really hot. Like, even the camera's turning off, despite there being no lights whatsoever. He got 3 votes in games they lost in. How? By the way, yeah, you can get votes in a losing team. Think about Gary Ablett. Won the Brownlow in 2013 for Gold Coast. They won like a handful of games that season. In Carlton St Kilda, Carlton got all 6 votes in the last game when they lost. That's more rare, much more rare. You don't see that happen very often at all. But it's happened a few times. So it looks like the Bombers will hang on because they have the breeze in the last quarter. But it is good to finally get the footy back on. It sort of feels like the footy season, when the match sim games start again, that it's sort of finally starting to kick into gear. It officially starts feeling that way a bit more when you've got the proper coverage on Fox for the pre-season games, which will start in a couple of weeks. Oh, hello.
What's up? See you, Pat?
So, where are you going, getting food?
Yeah, probably.
Easy. I'll do that when I finish this. I'll have to get food before we leave because I'm not... I wouldn't mind talking about how Bali, like other stuff we've done. Like, for example, they have alcohol everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere. You can go to like a mini mart. There are like 15 of them every kilometre. And they're like $2.50 a beer. It's pretty good. My prediction could be right. I said 67 to 47. I think when I got asked, I said like 80-70. It won't be 80-70. That can't be right. Gresham is centre-half back. I couldn't think of anyone worse as a centre-half back than Gresham. Well, if it says 3/4 time, there will be 4 quarters. It's just a regular game. Yeah, you did.
Bang.
I thought that was Mitch's because he came in and then he came out and I didn't see a phone before he got here.
No, all good. Do you want to come get brekkie?
Me? I'll come in and, well, I'll probably just go on my own quicker before we leave.
Alright, nice.
And you say brekkie, it's like 1 o'clock, but you know. Brunch, you call them brunch. All right, move it.
This dark.
Fill pots. No, it works better though because the lighting's shit outside.
Is it?
No, it's terrible. It's all dark.
What's the scores? Essendon up.
Yeah, boy.
We are up.
They're too good.
Who's playing well?
Um,
How's Kako going?
he kicked a goal, kicked a good snap in the first quarter.
Caddy's got one as well.
Caddy kicked one from outside 65. Perkins has been all right. Merritt, of course.
Zach Reid playing?
Yes.
He doesn't get much time.
Zach Reid's playing.
Anything? Oh, he's in your team.
As in your super coach. Well, they don't do stats though, so that's the issue.
Oh, they win. Someone's doing
Yeah, but they don't do live stats, so I can't check.
Yeah. How's
Who else in your team?
is Coop Hines playing?
I think so, but I haven't really heard his name get called much at all.
Yeah, okay. No, fair enough. Alright.
Bloody Sanders is, if you've got him in your team, Sanders, he's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bond's not playing, so the Bulldogs haven't really got many midfielders.
Yeah.
Like Bond, I don't think, not McRae, I don't think Trelaw, I haven't seen Libba.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah,
Very cool time.
very good time. Have you had food yet?
No, we're going to get
Go now.
breakfast.
I'll go after this is done. Should be done like,
There's a cafe across the road.
is that the sandwich place?
No, like literally walk across the road.
What's it called?
I don't know, it's just like white.
Doesn't have a name.
You walk out, I don't know what it is. You walk out the front of the like alley.
Yeah.
It's literally across the road.
You reckon you'll be there in 30 or not?
Huh?
Do you reckon you'll still be there in like 30?
Yeah, 20 maybe. We'll just text us.
Yep.
Alright.
See ya. A few of my mates gone out to get food. I think one's doing some other shit. The other's sleeping because he's sick. The other's having a shower. 8 weeks Trelaw. No, I don't think so. The fuck, really? Jeez, it's so dark now. What the fuck? You go for Essendon? Well, if you've been able to watch any of the game, how are you seeing it? Are you impressed by anyone in particular? $119 likes. Let's try and get 150. It'd be a decent return for the footy streams. It doesn't feel like this properly counts though as one, but it is the first trial one for 2025. And I believe the only person doing this game, I haven't really checked though. Do I have a quarter 4? Yeah, I can't really see the Dogs winning it if the Bombers have the breeze. Why aren't you streaming All Stars? Because we're going to this DJ thing in Uluwatu. And I'm not fussed about that, to be honest. I was only going to stream it because I thought that afternoon we were just going to lounge around the pool. But we found out about that not like the other day. Pretty sure it's flights facilities, so that'll be all right. Galatasaray, they have to kick 5 behinds now and a goal. Or just kick 2 goals. No, it looks like they're in control right now. Hobbs goes inside. Actually, you know what? With the light over there turned off, it's easy to see the play. I can actually see who's got the footy and all that. Holding the man. Draper, I think, gets the free kick. Kicked one in the first quarter. He kicked a really good goal. And this is for his second. It feels like I'm in a dungeon. It like genuinely feels like I'm in a dungeon here. Any of you guys know how to watch? Which game? This one. I've been asked this a lot of times, but if you want to watch it, it's on Fox Footy or KO. That's the only way you can watch it. That'll be the same for every other pre-season game. And most games in 2025. I mean, there'll be obviously the free-to-air games occasionally. I'm not too sure about opening round, if every opening round game will be free-to-air. At least 3, I would believe, would be. But maybe not the game on Sunday. Treloar sustained an acute muscle strain in his calf, which we'll see. Maybe I did read about that somewhere. It's like some of these injuries, I need to like go through when I have time to, like the team list, to see sort of like who's in what injury list and all that, to know for sure. Because like I've seen, like I know Guelphy's out for a bit. I know the Bombers have a few injuries. I know who else is injured for the year. I know there are a couple of players. Because footy season hasn't properly started, it just hasn't gone properly connected through my brain. But I think I do remember seeing that somewhere about Treloar. So that's a bit of a blow, isn't it? Oh my goodness gracious me. This Edwards guy, he's going to kick his third. Yeah, on the 25th of January. So I just probably would have just forgotten, to be honest. I knew he was injured, I just didn't know it was the extent was an 8 to 10 weeker. Let's put the Bombers up by 4 goals. Tom Edwards could make a case for a round 1 selection. He's done everything he's needed to do, genuinely. 68 plays 44. This year's lineup looks great. Well, Bombers honestly shouldn't lose it from here at this point with the win and 2 early ones. Yeah, I mean, Darcy looked good early, but apart like the small forwards for the Bulldogs honestly haven't really gotten much going, have they? And all the clearances seem to be one from the middle out of Essendon. Sanders gets held. Should get a free. Yeah, it's still 25 minutes, but the Bulldogs just haven't really looked like getting anything going like efficiently, apart from like a couple of plays. They got a good one in the third quarter, straight from the middle. Surely that game will be televised properly with a few like Fox Footy commentators, the All-Stars game. Like they can't have this quality of footy commentators having the coverage for that game. Yeah, Artie Jones. Was he the one that kicked it, or was it Garcia? I can't remember, but I know it was one of the two. 45 to 68. For those wondering, if you've just joined us, currently in Bali, so the setup is a little bit different. I tried to do it with a good view in the first quarter, but that just didn't work because of the lighting, so I had to switch to the other end. But because I was outside, it was just too hot, so every 5 seconds it would just turn the camera off. So it wasn't efficient enough, and I couldn't charge my laptop, so I moved in the second quarter, and the lights are off, so it looks like I'm in a dungeon. Yeah, Keiko's really quick. He probably hasn't had more than a handful of like chances at doing anything touches wise, but he's done the most, I reckon, with his touches. He's kicked a goal. He's looked exciting. So here are some like plays that I just haven't. Are you sure the Bulldogs aren't on 45? Have they messed up the Fox Footy scoreboard by any chance? Because I'm pretty sure they just kicked it behind. They might update that now, actually. Because there are no official scores, so we're only basing off this. So if it's saying 45, 3 hours till the All-Stars game. That'll be an exciting game to watch, I reckon. I reckon it'll be high scoring. If it's a regular game with 20 minutes plus time on, I reckon it'll be one of those high scoring games of footy where it's just going to be excitement from both sides. Nah, I can't stream. I won't be able to. I'll be doing stuff later tonight. It is only 1 o'clock where I am right now, so it's not like for a lot of the viewers watching where it's 4. It only feels like I woke up a few hours ago. It hasn't really felt like, you know, late afternoon. G'day, Blake. Surprised you're in the chat. I thought you were at the game. Optus never seems to get high-scoring games for some reason. Because Freo aren't generally a high-scoring side. And when West Coast were good, they would just smash teams. So it would never really be as high-scoring as it could have been. Had to work. It's not that big of a problem, though. It's only a match sim game. I'm still not sure if I will make a video if I go to the Saints game next week. But I feel like match sim games actually perform quite well. People like to see because you just... Oh my God! This guy has kicked 4. Fuck me. Not even James and Mitch knew who this guy was before he kicked his first. And I think he kicked his first in the third quarter as well. He's kicked 4 goals in the second half. I'll be lucky I leave the day after Dogs Blues round 3. So you'll be away for 2 weeks, or is it longer? Martin's been quiet in my... To be honest with you, I've seen him bits and pieces, but I haven't seen him much this quarter. He's on the wing though. "12 days missed, no Dogs games." No Vic Dogs games, yeah, it's good case scenario then, isn't it? You missed Gatheran, yeah? Jeez, caddy, almost. Yeah, first time. I actually don't know if I'll ever go to Bali again. Oh, I probably will actually. Let's be honest, it's pretty close and it's quite nice. But fuck, I'm finding it hard to stomach food right now. You know they have crushes at KFC in Bali. Yesterday was the first time I realised that. So if anyone wants crushes, just go to Bali. Bring back the crushes. O'Donnell's brother. Ethan O'Donnell's brother kicks it. But looks like it's a bit too late for the Dogs. They have time though, theoretically, for a win. But I don't know how much the coach will instill the players to worry too much about the result, win or loss. I guess it's better winning than losing. I'll go to another interstate trip, not Gatherand, with you. Yeah, all right. To be fair, half of Bulldogs' best 22 isn't playing right now, so there's nothing really to read on with this performance, in my opinion. It's only a match sim. What interstate games would be good to do? You're not doing Alice Springs. Maybe Tassie would be cool. Or would you do a Bulldogs one? Because if you did a Bulldogs one, maybe one in Sydney. SCG trip. Let's see. I've got another inside 50 here. Sardis clears it out. That won't be happening, I don't think, where both teams play at the same state. It's very rare for that to even happen in the first place. Like 2 games happen in Sydney. And we don't even play in Queensland, so it can't be Queensland. And we play Adelaide first 4 rounds and that's it. So the only other place would be Perth. And I know Perth play only once a week. And you're not going to have double games in the NT. Here we go. The Dogs have another chance through. Can't see who this guy is actually. Vandermeer bleaching his hair. Couple goals in a row. Yeah, I'd be right. I don't even think there'd be many in general, like just with any teams of any sides playing the same state. But that would have been best case scenario. I would have certainly gone to a Bulldogs game. "14 minutes to go. 17 points. Yeah, I wouldn't want to lose if I was Essendon. You'd be up by 5 goals, even if it's a match team. You want to hold on to a half-weakened Bulldog side. Like, this is a half-strength Bulldog side right now. Who's in the midfield? You've got English back. Is that Artie Jones in there? Caleb Poulter, I see. Who's number 6 for the Bulldogs now? There's Hines. Who's number 6 for the Bulldogs now. Well, if you don't know, you don't have to say, I don't know. Just don't say anything. Oh, what is up with the broadcast? You can't even see what's going on. They're just showing the crowd. Fucking... Now they've moved it. Well, I'm going to go to the Freo Saints game in Perth. You can go to that if you want. But would you go to a non-Bulldogs game? Cooper Hines is number 6. I want another person to confirm that. Nick Martin going for this shot from just on the 50. Oh, this camera work is subpar. Like, Sammy could almost do a better job than this. He took Bailey Smith's number. For a second I thought it was Matt Kennedy, but I could only see the back of his head, so I couldn't know for sure. Alright, Cooper Hines. His brother was in the same class as me in year... Oh, he was in my... He was in a few of my subjects. Flynn Hines. He was a pretty good player himself, but not as good as his brother. There's Shield again. What have I been up to? Well, I've filmed some stuff, so I'll probably do some sort of a more Cardman vlog. It's just bits and pieces. I didn't even think I was going to do shit in the first day, so I filmed nothing. Then on the second day, I'm like, you know what? I'll film some stuff. I would like to show you around, but it's hard because this is on OBS. Well, we've got 2 private villas. We originally had 1, but we have 2 now because they made some sort of a mistake, which I think works a lot better. So the current one I'm in is the more quiet one, but I'm better. I prefer it that way, and the other one's more of the one that more of the action happens. So all the drinks are there, the music. And that's the pool everyone uses. I don't think the pool in our villa has been used once. But the reason I'm streaming it here is just because I can't be fucking arsed moving all my stuff to the other room. And the DJ, like, my mate brought a DJ set, so it'd be too loud. In terms of holiday, I'm getting to that. I haven't got to that yet. Well, yesterday was good. We went to the visit the statue, like massive statue. It was one of the biggest in the world. We went to this area in Uluwatu. There's this cool area with like a surf area with some nice place to eat. There's this, like, just the scenery was really nice. It was a bit of a drive, but it was worth it. Took a lot of photos, took some videos. There was an area with monkeys. We got to see monkeys. Where else did we go to? We went to a few clubs on Monday, Tuesday, at night. So I'm trying to focus on the footy here because the Dogs are making a run. Yeah, what else? I think the Tuesday we mainly just stayed in the area. We didn't really go on a day trip, but we're really close to the supermarket. It's like a 1 minute walk, and they've got really good deals on so much stuff. So you can just stock up on alcohol, and you're good for the night. But I haven't had much since Wednesday because I've not felt the greatest. And the food as of late hasn't been great. I said it in the stream earlier. I ordered a steak sandwich and I got literally a raw piece of steak just about in my sandwich. And it pissed me off because the kitchen was closed, so I couldn't do much better. I just had to accept it, so we just got a refund. I was too hungry to go out, so I just ordered fucking Burger King at 1 in the morning, which mind you is really cheap. I think that'll be it for the game. I can't see the Dogs winning it with 7.5 minutes to go. Kako. Might as well go for it. The wind's... He's kicking towards the wind as well, so he might as well. Kicking with the wind. Darcy started well, but he's been off in the second half. He kicked a goal. He had a few good contested grabs, but apart from that, he's sort of not done as much. But he's shown enough. But they've decided to rest him in the second half. Kako misses. Is it called Burger King over there or Hungry Jack's like here? They only have Hungry Jack's in Australia, so Burger King. You've got to work. Oh, I thought you already had work. Ah. Well, I mean, at least you got to watch this if you were watching it. What do we reckon? Is it worth going another stream? What are the other games for the match sims? I know there's one at 7. There's one really early, Sydney v Giants. I don't think I'll be up for that. But it was kind of alright. Like, I got a few subs from it. Good stuff. Yeah, everything's just a makeshift setup though. The laptop's makeshift. The mics, I'm not going to do this in the footy season. The scoreboard probably is the only thing that'll be staying. Looked like that was a mark. What about Eagles and Richmond? When is it? Is it a Monday? Monday morning? I think it's like 9:30 where I am. I don't know, like I might just do this game. Maybe I'll do an IRL stream one day. That'll be fun, I reckon. And then instead of worrying about streaming, just during the nights and mornings where people are just sleeping, I'll just do a bit of editing for next week. Geelong Hawthorn's the other game on the... I think that game's 5 o'clock Vic time. And 12:30 Vic time, the West Coast Richmond game. I'm just guessing though. Why wouldn't they have KO in Bali? Well, they don't have KO anywhere but bar Australia. You need a VPN for it. Nah, it's a shit shot. But how am I getting it? I'm just using a VPN, for those wondering. Pretty simple. It wasn't working in the second quarter though. Like for a lot, I kept getting disconnection errors, so I kept having to refresh it. Like it kept cutting out like 5 times in the second, but it's been fine ever since, which is good. If you're internationally to live, is watch AFL still a thing? Like you might as well just have like a VPN, a cheap one. If you're living internationally, you can get it for like a couple dollars a month, and then connect to KO. This is the first time I can remember watching an AFL game in another country, live. In fact, this might be the only time I've ever done that, and this isn't even a proper game, it's just a match sim. So 2 minutes to go. For those that have joined us, we have 4 quarters, 30 minutes, not including time on, so once it hits 30 minutes, it'll be done, and it looks like the Bombers will hang on by 3 goals. They have been the more exciting side, I feel, certainly up forward. Harry Edwards, though, kicking 4 goals in the second half. Where are you right now? Well, I'd almost be tempted, if I can get it working, to try to do because I need to go get food before we leave. What's the time? We apparently leave at 2:30. I could keep this stream running for a little bit longer, but it wouldn't have anything to do with the footy. It would just be me going for a random exploration of where I am right now. Kako. It's really hard to see. Can they zoom in, please? Peter Wright misses. That'll be the last score, I feel. Yeah, watch AFL live about 2:50. I thought they discontinued that. Maybe not internationally, but maybe nationally they did. Jesus, he's almost done enough to get a goal there. That'll be the sign. So any Bombers fans in the stream, you'd be happy with a positive start to 2025 with a nice match simulation dub. But we all know they don't really mean too much in terms of the result. Now, they should have stats revealed for this. For those wondering any stats, they haven't gotten live stats, but I'm sure there are people tracking the stats, so there'll be stats for all these games soon, I would imagine. I don't think I'll do an IRL stream. It'll have to be connected to this one. It'll be quick. Because we've got 55 minutes till we're meant to leave. Thank you, Lockie. Love the vids. You know, I appreciate the support and the overall feedback, I guess, I got from the last video. Like, almost 20k views for a random video in February for just going through footy Guernseys. Channel's in a good spot, I feel, with the videos like that performing as well as they have. The quality is shit, you should go back to Foxtel. Well, yeah, but how much are you paying for Foxtel though? And the thing about K, you can watch it anywhere, anytime. I do agree, Foxtel is better quality. But I don't believe we've got Foxtel anymore. I think my dad just cancelled it and uses my Kayo account instead. When you go to the games or ranking different things, what about if I rank things at the games, at different games? People still saying tier makers are up there with their favourite videos. I mean, they're really easy to put together. They're not my favourites, but they can do all right. Do we stay for another 5-10? If I can think of a way of like roaming the streets live for 20 minutes, I could do that. Let's see. Because I've got enough battery on my phone, which is good. How did Waitman go? It was pretty quiet. He didn't score a goal. He didn't see the ball much. Any knockoff merch? I've seen some. I was going to get a Tassie jersey actually, but I wasn't going to pay much for it. And the guy looked at me like a fucking idiot when I offered him a price. I'm like, all right, well then I'm not going to get it. Simple as that. But I'll think about maybe recording a bit of that sometime next week because it could play into something that I want to do this year. And I only have one chance at that, so I'll think about it. Was this a VFL preseason or AFL? No, AFL. So people ask me how certain players went. I can tell you bits and pieces of like good things they've done, but ultimately I didn't get to see all of the game because some of it was glitchy and I don't have stats to back it up. But how did Keiko go? I thought he was pretty impressive. He had a goal, a couple of scoring shots. You know, looked exciting when we had the footy, really quick. You enjoyed it? Yeah, good. I don't know why you've got an 80th account though, but if you've genuinely got other like 79 accounts that have been hidden, then I guess, fuck, that's crazy. I guess just hopefully don't cause any more drama on the 80th account. Yeah, I think I'll go to Saints Carlton. I think I won't continue. There's no point streaming for longer. I'll stay for another 5, just chatting, and then I'll wrap it up and get ready to leave soon. So bloody dark. I don't know how much of the vlog I'll do as well. It's going to be so random because there are days I've filmed a lot. There are days I've filmed nothing. Will I stream Amy Community Series? Yeah, I'll be back in Melbourne for that, so I'll be streaming more of those games. They'll be more enjoyable because they're proper, like similar to the actual AFL. I'm trying to check the fixture though. What's the first game? Oh, it is another Essendon game, Geelong Essendon. So there's games on every day from Tuesday to Sunday, which is kind of good. I don't have 80 accounts, I just called it that and my main isn't banned, but isn't it pretty easy to tell the difference? Just click on the channel. Did Wright do anything to save his career? Not really. He was a bit quiet. But again, it's hard when you haven't got stats and you haven't you're watching on a phone in another country. I can't give you a proper overview of that game, but Yeah, I might leave it there. I'll leave it there. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I'll think about maybe doing one more match sim game. If I can have a look at the fixture, I think West Coast Richmond's on Monday. I know Brisbane play Collingwood Gold. I won't be doing that one. I think the earlier ones are the more likely ones I'll do. GWS Sydney is at a very early time, but it might be too early for my likings, especially if a late night the night before and there's no point. So probably won't be doing any more, but that's not to say this wasn't a decent stream. All right, cheers all for watching. We'll see you soon. Hopefully I can post sooner rather than later. I'm trying to see if I can get a video out in the next 3 or 4 days. I'll need to get on to my sister because she's got my video files that need to be sent through. So once you can do that, then I can maybe start getting a start in the next day or two. All right, I'll wrap things up. Thank you for